Let's jump straight back into the Cruci 20 starting boss passive runs. Here we have Morbid, which I think should be pretty sweet. Cookie, it's much harder to take, I'd say. I think Well Done Steak, though, works perfectly fine. Yeah, I think Well Done Steak should be very strong. Especially if I can find a decoy orb or a round guard, that would be pretty damn amazing. I think round guard might be much more required as well, because I think that's just how it's going to be. So you can do some very fun things with this. I suspect we'll be relying on a lot on our crit powers. It's a big part of the reason why I chose Spin Venter for this, because I think the Spin Venter originality benefits are going to be pretty huge. Which also means I think that upgrading is going to matter an awful lot, and I'm actually going to look at upgrading my Splat Orb rather fast. I also hope to pick up some good orbs along the way, and Spin Venter is really good at making great use of good orbs. Also, like, stuff like Necromancer is like really on the table, isn't it? Yeah. Pick up a Necromancer here, that would be really nice. Let's take care of you. Perfect. That went rather well. If only these shots could as well. Let's try and hit nothing there. I think that's just the best case scenario. And close, but not quite enough. 31 left. Yeah, pretty good. Oh, I think you should just be able to get some very cool shots. And I think Jack-o'-lantern's like seriously on the table. The only reason I kind of don't want to take it is purely because I did just play with a Jack-o'-lantern, but let's be real. It's such a fun orb that I'm very happy to just play with it back to back. It's actually such a fun orb, and I think in a run like this it should be pretty damn amazing as well. Of course we're going to discard immediately. Got to get to our terrible here so that we can take the easy shot for the bombs, since it doesn't seem like we got there immediately. And hopefully this should be able to solve things up a little bit. 1, 2. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? I think I will do a third Jack-o'-lantern upgrade. I'm currently just very scared of the elites, and if I can not drop a bunch of health to the elites, I'm just going to be in a much better spot. We do have that store extremely late, but as I mentioned, it is extremely late, so can definitely potentially spend some gold and buy slightly less upgrades in the store. 384 damage. I think the name of the game is just going to be to find any massive damage boost. I also think that, frankly, I should have taken that best foot forward. Adventuring especially, though, is going to be something that I'm looking out for. And I think sliming as well is also going to be pretty huge. That's another big part of the reason why I'm playing this class. I think that the ability to create sliming orbs is actually going to... Slimed pegs is going to be really good. It's good damage. My damage does run out, though. That's the only thing that's a bit scary. Since Morbid ebbs and flows. Sometimes you get absolutely insane damage numbers, and sometimes you get much more normal damage numbers. And sometimes you get basically no damage numbers at all, because there are no pegs left on the board for you to hit. I was really hoping for a crit there. 94, you know what, I believe in you. I should not have believed in you. That's all good. We have a bit of healing that we should have access to later on. Oh, that shot was pretty perfect. Honestly, you can't really get much better than that. You really can't. Kind of achieved like everything I needed it to, apart from hitting the bomb a second time, but didn't really need it to hit a bomb a second time, I just wanted it to, because it didn't change the breakpoint. I mean, like, that's just insane. Really good stuff there, and it does make me wish that, ooh. The temptation to take this, even though it's so much less impactful, is still just so high. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to take it over Wool Chicken because I don't really need the max health this provides. I kind of do. But I really want like Refresh Circle or Replenish or Refreshing Punch. I think that sounds really good. To be clear though, should definitely take Wool Chicken here. I said it's not impactful here, but it's still very impactful. But I am just extremely greedy when it comes to Refreshing Punch. Nothing new there, right? Absolutely nothing new there. Pretty sure we should just be able to get some very solid damage here, and actually does have me very worried for the rest of the fight because I believe I'm still taking a whole bunch more hits than I would like. Yeah, Does seem like that's the case. Is there some kind of... This is gonna suck, isn't it? Something like that was very nice though. The problem is you kind of have to adapt to the crit every single time, so you can't settle in with a good shot. Oh no. I think it's a shot like this. Wow. So close yet so far, eh? So close yet so far. Full to a best foot 4, but I really think I should be buying these best foot 4. Wait, that was randomly. 1, 2, 3. With the potential for 4. Oh, it's spicy. I really shouldn't do that, but wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, no, that's good. My reloads are now amazing. This is just such a good passive for me. I literally just need my hands on as much extra damage as possible, and that is precisely what that is giving me. Now, the best way for me to hit bombs here is by pulling off a shot like this. I think this first, actually. Take the roll, try and get those pegs out of here, just like that, and then we get into these bombs, and then eventually... I got a kill, can't complain too much. Great stuff. That was just a really solid shot all around. I was not expecting that. I would say let's take care of you now, but now this stump is actually hitting me. There we go. We should be able to get a kill on our next shot. Due to the amazing power of, what's it called? What's the stats balance? 75, yep, easy. And now we get to shoot a jack-o'-lantern just to clean up the rest of the cache. Well, some of the rest of the cache. Can only do so much. 344 damage, by the way, not bad indeed. Look, I'm a coward. I'm really happy with the reloads right now. Going to this store sounds just insane. So many good reload passes for me to get, as well as the removal, which I definitely am going to want. Okay, again, definitely not my favorite fight, but I think jack-o'-lantern might be able to get 300 on the second shot, maybe, so maybe I can play a bit spicy. That's a bit too spicy, right? I'll just get this guaranteed kill. I think it could get 260 damage, I really do though. I was right. I think that was the safe play though, so... Oh wait, are we just dead here? I just realised how just horrendous this fight is for us. Don't get me wrong, these are solid enough shots, but like... Man, they also kind of suck. I would absolutely love it if you could get 260 damage here. I think that's very on the table. Yeah. As opposed to this shot, unfortunately. Damn. I mean, this is still just like amazing hits. This is exactly why I wanted the balance. Memo? No. Definitely just need more heals. I think Recombobulator is exactly the kind of thing that I'm looking for, but also I want Puppet a ton. Who am I fighting? Ah. Both Recombobulator and Puppet are really good in the mole fight, I think. But I think it definitely has to be Recombobulator. The great thing about Recombobulator is the bombs don't actually refresh. What am I doing? I'll find a refresh orb, don't worry guys. I'll find it. It's just a non-factor all the time. You're just like, of course I'll hit a refresh eventually. But I kind of don't have any refreshes on the board right now. I mean, missing Puppet's not that bad. It really shouldn't be. Don't worry, when the board refreshes, I'll get my bombs back. Alrighty. That was an interesting choice, but it may still very simply just work out still. Also, getting an extra red slime would normally be pretty brutal. It looks like we're dealing with it pretty well though. Don't care about this damage that Splattle has, even though it is excellent damage, that's for sure. I think I'll just accept my reload already. Yeah. Oh, grinding Monstera value here is just so big. I mean, there's just no shot you're not hitting bombs here. Do not need the crit. Yeah, it's just so unlikely that you don't. Bang bang, 169 gold, like really solid stuff. 49. 49, 165. If I get a fight for the next thing, I'll heal. How about that? It's 165, right? 105, 165. That means I need slightly more gold. Okay, I'll heal in this fight, presuming I collect at least 25 gold to get myself to 195. Oh, actually, this fight might be very hard. I think there's some really good shots I can do on it, though. If I'm not mistaken, I think I can just get so much damage with Morbid. I mean, it looks like it, doesn't it? It really does. Unfortunately, I'm not shooting a horrible, so I'll just shoot 2 pebbles. Especially since my bomb will refresh. Yeah, okay, I did quite well here. Splattle should be able to finish whatever remains as well. Holy. I'm very pleased with my scaling. I am just slightly worried. Oh, my gold amount is very nice. Reorganizer, Concentrication, Highway Aubrey. 60 health is a lot to mess around with. I think the correct play is just to continue here. I think it is. I do actually want every last bit of gold right now, which is unfortunately going to lose me health, isn't it? Yeah. Because I really want to buy a refresh orb so I'm not being punished, but oh wow. This is some really, really lovely stuff. So I absolutely need to buy this remove. And I really want to buy the Advent Shrine, but I guess it doesn't matter anywhere near as much as it would have before, just because Shrewd Scales. If I get Leaf, it's still super worth it, I think, which is kind of crazy to say, but I think that's just how it is. I think we just go Durability here. Yeah, I think we definitely just take this Subtraction Reaction for sure. Like, I've got the Grinding Monstera and I've got Healing to back it up. And, oh man. So, here's the crazy part. I think I get more damage by taking this passive than this passive. Because of Morbid. If I can get better shots with 0 refreshes on the map, I think this is just so much more important. And I do think just feeding myself 15 HP here is probably the play. I kind of just need to live, because like, look at my setup, right? I think I've got the damage. Don't I just have the damage with Shrewd Scales? Like, Shrewd Scales, Jack-o'-lantern. I can just reload a second time if need be. That's why I didn't want to heal though. I didn't think the gold actually lined up to buy everything I wanted plus the thing. So I'm gonna just force discards here. This is gonna be really interesting. I definitely am a bit... God, I didn't think about repopulating at all. It's extremely unfortunate. In a perfect world, you don't stack hit the mole. That would be extremely nice, to be honest. I, however, do not expect that to happen. Oh, it did happen. Wow, nice. Again, I just don't want you stacking the mole. Oh wait, this is not the mole. I've already discarded. Okay. I mean, it's not the tree. I think that extra max health is going to come in handy. Again... Actually, no, sorry, there's a plant now. I just don't want it popping pegs there, that's the issue. So I will allow you to get damage this time, but... Wow. That worked out well. 4-5 versus a 4-6. I definitely should have shot the 4-5. I think I just take this. Yeah, like my scaling is really good. I'll let the damage reduction slimes have some impact there. Then let's immediately shoot our horrible onto this crit. Yes. Nice work, damage reduction slimes. I think we kind of just end here. And then I must once again discard the Jack-o'-lantern. I did actually think I'd be able to shoot Jack-o'-lantern a whole bunch this fight. Oh, also look at how good that shot was. That's what I mean by I think this is hurting a lot. I want to do this. Can you do 1400 damage to this shot? I think I believe in you. As silly as it sounds. Well, it got a lot. Probably not ideal though. Yeah, sorry, not sure what I was saying earlier. Next shot is going to be a Splat Orb shot. This shot can just be an Ent shot. And not can just be, it should just be. Alright, Splat Orb. kind of a nasty crit shot, and I really don't need the crit, do I? Great damage. I definitely just need a discard there. I should just claim the kill ASAP, which should be very simple to do. I mean, now I can just start doing shots like this, which just like, yeah, I simply have enough damage to do stuff like that. Do I want to shoot the horrible for the kill? I think I do. There goes the tree. That was actually pretty important. So that, oh, and this is just guaranteed, super guaranteed. Oh my god. Huh, so that was a bit of a scary fight, wasn't it? I had to focus a lot, but getting the removals was massive, and the change to Shrewd Scales was just so big here. Couldn't have won without it, really. Like, that 8 balance was just huge. Okay, maybe I could have, but still. Oh my. No way did we just get a Glorious Suffering option. I was actually really scared of this run, you know? I thought that this is really, really nice, but you just get to a point where there are no refreshes on the map and you just can't get enough damage. But then I've just found 2 amazing, amazing sources of damage, and now I'm just like not scared anymore. The scaling you get off of the Fresh plus pick upgrading is just so good. And maybe it is slower than I'm making it sound, but it still looks like it's doing pretty well, doesn't it? Get to take care of you. I also definitely do want some more healing. It's always nice. Oh, and I get to pull off cool shots like this constantly, which like work just so well with the pick upgrading game plan, don't they? That is exactly what pick upgrading wants you to be doing. And I'm more than happy to just take a shot like this every time. If possible. Oh. Solid enough damage, eh? Alright, and this Jack-o'-lantern should be able to finish things up very easily. I will honestly be shocked if it doesn't. Alright, so now we're definitely looking for... Alleviation is something I'm considering. One store later on, we have Singular Chest versus Singular Store. I must admit, the store does remove the... the store does tempt me quite a lot with its second remove. So I think I will actually do that. It's actually just like extremely, extremely valuable for us right now. Is it? What I need to do is I need to dupe my Jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, sure. That works. We don't care about some inventory functionality benefits anymore. What I need to do is I need to find a round guard or decoy orb, and then I can also just mass remove all of the orbs from my deck, as well as it gives me the opportunity to add a whole bunch of orbs which have amazing synergy with the boss passives I have right now. Because the boss passives I have right now are just so good. Just need to finish off my build. That was one of the issues I had with one of my recent Crucible 20 runs, which I believe was also a boss passive starter, yeah, it was. I just couldn't finish off the build, which unfortunately meant that I died in what was, to be perfectly blunt, not a particularly hard fight, just one that you can struggle in if you don't have a properly optimized build. There we go. I believe this should finish him off easily. Yes, the pick upgrading is working out splendidly. Nice, we get our removal. Oh, I haven't been paying out the close attention to... Oh, okay, so there's a Refresh Shield and a Decoy Orb and a Refilibuster. This is some lovely stuff. Ambiguous is of course useless, but all 3 of these I'm extremely, extremely happy to see. I now have a Refresh Source, which doesn't exactly have the best synergy with my Refreshing Punch because it has 0 synergy whatsoever, but at least I have a Refresh Source, right? That counts for something. Oh, you know what I can do as well? Oh, that's so good. I can just upgrade a Bouncer. So even orbs like Pebble, I imagine, will still be able to get a pretty significant chunk of damage. I think that's fair to say. Oh, that was insane. Unfortunately, my AoE powers are sorely lacking, so I'll be taking care of them one at a time, and the falling damage really does not matter, unfortunately. Let's drop that. I did not take the Refill Buster as well, so... Because that would be, in theory, nice. Actually, quite nice here. But it just doesn't work out, unfortunately. Talk about just not working out. This fight could have been a lot better if I had just slightly more AoE power, but unfortunate. Or like pierce power. Anything like that would have been nice. That is just a lot of damage. Don't mind if I do. Okay, well, those upgrades are very real. Then I get to shoot. Yeah, okay. I mean, it works out well. I'm gaining health. I didn't lose too much health that battle, and I'm gaining a lot of gold, honestly. The modern gold pickup is definitely just boosting up my gold numbers by a pretty decent margin. This is such an insane Glory Suffering Morbid map, isn't it? Just a casual 6k. Well, there's one coin peg left on the map, so do you think you can get it? I personally don't think it can, but it is right there. Surely, right? Just a casual 15k damage. Don't mind if I do. Oh, right there? Oh my god, lovely. Nice. Since the removal in the store is going to be worth a whole lot of cash, and if there is a round guard there, or something of that caliber, I definitely want to be buying it. I didn't even pop all the pegs, that's crazy. Not much of a surprise when you consider how long it took for me to get all the coins. Off of the pebble, off the splatter, this is just insane. It's so good for us. Splatter upgrade is neat too. But I think we could all tell that I wasn't exactly talking about the splatter upgrade there. I think this should work out well, but we will see. Oh, please don't do that. No. The funny thing is, it's not even that bad, really. Also, I need to take care of these guys, I think. They're a very high priority. You're joking. I don't have AoE power. My AoE power comes off of these things. Which, to be fair, are much easier to hit than I thought they would be. Oh well. At least we have decoy up here, which admittedly puts out a lot of work. I think this should be able to get a kill. 359 should be very much on the table. Yeah, okay. It's more than on the table, apparently. It's nice getting our pegs back on a reload, gonna be honest. I thought it would be nice, but not like that crazy good. But no, it just works out really well here, to be honest. Also, this fight is just so brutal. And wow, that's all we need to get good damage. Cool, I like that. Oh my, I think I can do an awesome shot as well. These kinds of shots is why I was just like, yeah, I think the Adventure Shrine is actually less damage here than the other thing. Because you just get a pull of nonsense like that, which did not work fully. Damn. I was hoping that would work. Oh well. There we go. Yeah, I mean, there are some brutal fights in Area 2. This is what I would call the main one. This is the most brutal fight in Area 2. It's not a surprise we lost that much health, it's just incredibly, incredibly unfortunate. I am fighting not Ding Wall though. Okay. Don't know why I saw that as Ding Wall for a second there. That sucks. I need all the health I can get. There's a reason I bought the apple a day. And it definitely came in handy in that mole fight, didn't it? Bomb baton. I think it's fine. I was thinking about not taking it. It would have been so nice earlier, but it's definitely kind of drops off a cliff now. That's for sure. Let's see what you can do. Maybe it's using bouncers. Maybe it's using that center peg that I was trying to use. Or maybe it's just not doing much. That's it, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay, the bomb baton was great, cool. Good play from me, I guess. Let's just double tap this. Should be able to get enough damage off of that alone. Because Jack-o'-lantern has the tendency to just keep going. Yeah, the Jack-o'-lantern was definitely the correct call. I'm happy I picked it up. It should work out very well. I mean, no, I'm going to need to go for a fancier shot like that. Perfect. I mean, look at that. You got to be happy with that, don't you? It's just so nice to be able to get... I just netted so much health this fight, it's crazy. I basically got like 12 health, right? And a boost to my max HP, most importantly, which was a very big deal. I think we may or may not be fine in the elite fight. I don't know, it's very spooky. Alrighty. Do I want my refresh back? The answer is yes. And of course I want the remove on the terrible. My deck is now getting very thin, that is very good. I however only have 57 HP. The temptation to heal after this fight is extremely high. I'm also fighting this guy, so healing just sounds... Oh my god, I've got the refresh back. It's so nice. Like, it may not even be required because we can just cycle this guy. Or maybe not, with how much damage we just got there. That was kind of a lot of damage. Jack-o'-lantern time. Oh, good stuff. Maybe a bit too good, I'm going to be honest. I think this is just about to get maybe a bit more damage than I was actually asking for. But at least I got some heals. At least I got some. Alright, so Rubble Refurbisher. A Refurbisher is actually pretty useless, actually. I've got way better upgrading. Rubble, on the other hand, I think it's just insane here. So I'll add the Rubble to my deck, which I really shouldn't have done, to be honest, thinking on it more. Overwhelmer is just perfect. When you've got this kind of mass upgrading going on, you really need some way to make sure that you're not just dealing 3000 damage to a 20 health enemy. Overwhelmer does exactly that. So would have a lot of Pierce nonsense and other stuff like that. I'm definitely just going to keep shooting straight down. That should be more than enough to take care of this fight, I'm going to be honest. I mean, look at this, it's already a 20 upgrade. And we can get 2 value on that every single shot. You know, like, that's just really, really nice. It's also just very liberating actually having my refresh back. Welcome back. I miss you. That's for sure. It's just so powerful having access to a refresh, and especially for morbid builds. Morbid builds, you don't always want your refresh, but most of the time you most certainly will. If I can end this fight on mostly full health, I would be so pleased. So pleased. Bang bang, oh my. I mean, the boss is on 1700 health. It certainly looks like I will be ending this fight on... Wow. This rubble was working. That certainly seemed like it was working. I'll just see what Area 3 looks like before I do anything rash. Tender Cactus. I don't believe that works with pickup. I'm pretty sure it does, actually. I don't know. I don't remember. Should I find out? It's a really bad idea. Does it work with pickup? I have Overwhelmer. This is silly. Why would I do that? Tender Cactus, it's usually completely amazing because it's increasing your damage and it's answering a problem that you have, which is something that Overwhelmer is solving for us already, so I just care about it a whole lot less than I otherwise would. Alright, 400 damage should be very on the table. I'm very pleased to get this enemy, as I've mentioned many times at this stage. I need his XP, so it's nice to see him, even though for some fights it's actually completely terrifying to get him, because he could very easily explode. Luckily this one wasn't the case. I think the Electropigment is totally fine here. And yes, I was definitely going to call that an Electromagnet. Also, just maintaining our health is just beautiful. Still can't believe we got the Glorious Suffering as our first boss passive though. That was just the hit, simply. And the Grinding Monstera that we got from Random Treasure Chest, also pretty cool. Actually, this seed overall has been pretty solid, I'm going to be honest. Not bad indeed. Now let's just grab a tiny bit of gold. You can never have too much gold, especially with how highly I'm valuing removals right now. I think our healing is totally fine. I'm just fine to do that. Our max HP is also incredibly fine, but who cares? Duplicate Jack-o'-lantern, remove Pebble. So here I have 1, 2 orbs that I want removed. And Jack-o'-lantern is kind of really fun. And which boss am I fighting? Coin Dragon. Jack-o'-lantern, Coin Dragon? That sounds like a done deal. Now I don't know why I have 3 duplicate orbs on this class, but I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work pretty well. Oh, right. Oh, you gave me both of them. I wanted to buy the remove, but it doesn't look like I'm allowed to do that here. That is very cool. Very cool indeed. I guess that just happened. The seed is definitely really nice, huh? Oh, wow. Oh, that was an incredible shot, truly. Did absolutely nothing. Oh, and every time I hit my refresh, the bombs go back. It's actually very useful here because, frankly, I'm extremely lacking damage in this Pegtar fight without it. And with it, I'm also extremely lacking damage. The duality. That should not be enough yet. It's close though. Getting real close. There we go. Alright, bit of a rough fight there, and extremely rough because I got literally 0 gold. I also kind of want the remove, don't I? It's unfortunate. Boomyverse Salt Shaker. Huh. I might just try and Super Pro fights then. So if I'm Super Proing fights, looks like going there is pretty good. Just because, oh my god, I also have I have this passive. It's literally the anti-coin dragon passive, I'm gonna be honest, like that is its goal. It's a sole purpose. It is a very solid passive overall, but it is crazy just how much of a good matchup it has into that fight. Alright, if you would like to... Kablam. That was so much less damage than I expected, because it only procs them? Oh right, they weren't upgraded, that's why. At least we got rid of him. And now I get to pull off this shot, which is pretty damn good. The fact that I've got both mass proccing passives definitely helps out a ton here, doesn't it? I think I want to go straight down, which I can do apparently. I can just phase straight through the pegs. Cool. I didn't realize that was an option that was open to me, but I will take it. It's nice. I actually have like ways to take my... Why do I care about overwhelmer that much if I'm just targeting all the enemies and killing them? Well, it's nice in theory, and Rubble is going to be amazing, that's for sure. But definitely less useful than I initially expected. Purely because Alien's Rock is the passive I would want instead. That's a potion bolt. It tempts me. Alright, here's what you're going to do right now. You're going to give me a remove right now, and then I don't need to go to the store. Got it? Oh. Alright, just blackmail. Okay. That just happened, I guess. I'm not complaining. That was very cool. Definitely want to claim this passive now. If I get another peg tar, it's just going to be miserable again. I really don't want that. Thank you. I don't know why that worked out, but it did. So that makes things a lot simpler for me. Also, this is going to hurt. Did I miss the other one? Did I miss it? No, I did not miss it. Do I have any? Oh, yeah, that hurt. Let's not repeat that. At least I have a lot of useless damage reduction slimes because the fight's over. Oh, good. I'm just gonna hit this a bunch, I guess. Not much more for me to do here. Although I probably should have. Ah, no, he was always in one hit. Shuffle Orb Concentrication. Am I crazy, or isn't that just kind of good here? I think that just works. Crits also refresh the board. Hello. Guaranteed crits. Oh, why do I care about guaranteed crits if I don't have damage? It's tempting though. Since some of my orbs actually do have damage. Yeah, no, I think Concentrication is just going to work out pretty well against Coin Dragon. I think that should just be good. I really don't know how to do this shot, but apparently it's that. Apparently it's simply that. Alright. Were you expecting that to work? I wasn't. Nice to see that an unupgraded Concentrication still just wreaks havoc on some maps. Because I bought it for one specific map, which I'm going to get to eventually, but it's working currently. It really is. Alright, my healing is just exceptional as well, because at this point I've just got such a high level of max HP that the percentage-based heals are working wonders, and that is a round guard. Not bad to see, I'm going to be honest. Not bad, although I'm only going to get at most one use out of it in the boss fight. I believe that we may be in trouble. Splatter, would you like to solve my issue that I have? No. Oh, okay. I'm going to be honest. It doesn't matter. It's just kind of unfortunate. Wow. I'm surprised it didn't go into the fire immediately. Well, let's just aim straight for this refresh, which we will try and do, but it certainly is jumping around the place, I guess, isn't it? Wow. Alright. Let's see what we can achieve. Bang. Followed by a Jack-o'-lantern. That's not a Jack-o'-lantern. I literally only have 3 physical orbs in my deck, and it doesn't matter because I also have Overwhelmer. I totally forgot that my physical shots are pretty good. I definitely want the splatter upgrade. I'd rather not shoot the splatter, that's the thing. I would have loved a fight where I didn't lose HP, so I didn't need a heal, because I was actually on pretty good health before that fight, but that's fine. He spawned super close and managed to get that health. It is what it is. I think a shot like this is a really bad idea for Jack O'Lantern. I don't know why I took the shot. I only realized it, like, basically the second I took the shot, that it was just basically destined to go into the black hole. If you want to not go into the black hole, the shot that you need to do is pretty hard. I don't know, it's actually pretty hard on this map. Let's try this. I mean, it was fine. Nothing too spicy. The nice thing about Jack O'Lantern is as soon as you get one kill, you basically have enough upgrading. Sorry, the nice thing about this build is that once you get one kill, you basically just have enough damage to just mow through the rest. There's not really many issues past that point, because at that stage all the upgrading's already been done. Good stuff, Overwhammer. Wait, did that work? Yeah, of course it did. Bam, and then we'll follow through with a Kablamo? That's actually a pretty good shot, isn't it? Yeah, not bad. Like, see what I mean by you just simply have enough damage lying around now? I think this should be a 1500? Yeah. Wow. It's always nice when things actually work out. Is that the last fight? It was, so I'm frankly 191 health. I absolutely am totally fine with 191 health. Don't need a healing. Cool. I've got my 2 gold and I'm ready to take on this boss. Oh, it's already over. I'm saying that simply because this is like such a good starting map. Okay, that was a really bad first shot though. It's such a good starting map though, so yeah, no, I think we're just gonna get... Wow. Is the map not even gonna refresh? Why do I get the distinct feeling the map's not even gonna refresh? That's disgusting. So, what if I did a shot like this? Is this too crazy for you, or what? It's too crazy for you, okay. I just had to ask though, because like there's so much damage here now. Like, the map is going to refresh, but I don't need it to. Like, I could have finished him off on that map if I'd had one more Jack O'Lantern shot in time, I think. Like, wow. I knew that we were very favored into this fight. I didn't expect it to look this good. This is kind of just crazy, isn't it? He's just super dead. Also, holy... How much gold is on this map? Sorry, that was 238 gold, of which we can assume some of it came from molten gold, but like... What? 240 ending gold there? Okay, that was kind of insane. The way how I view a lot of passives is they're like one half of a 2 passive combo, which is like completely insane. And we kind of hit a lot of 2-part combos here. So we got Defresh Potion, I'd say the other half of that, Glory Suffering, absolutely insane. We got Refreshing Punch, which went amazingly with the Fresh Bandana. We got the Shrewd Scales, which went amazingly with the Well Done Steak and the other reload passives. Okay, all 4 reload passives are like a part of the same pairing. Recon with the Bombs combo, like Grinding Monstera with this Soul Shaker, like... Usually when you're playing Peglin, you don't get this many combos. I kind of just got like so many. This is crazy. Also, 2 duplications on our Jack O'Lantern was just amazing. Making the full investment into the Jack O'Lantern early on was just like the best idea I had, honestly. It was so worth it. And that random Minotaur really it was an interesting fight. I really did think that plant fight could be the end of us there. That was being fully serious. But no, we managed to get a lot more damage than I expected in a very short amount of time. But yeah, that early Jack O'Lantern upgrade really made the run, as well as the fact that I could just chase down removals. Like, look at this deck. Sure, I would have happily removed Splatter if given the opportunity, but I wanted to take the elites and the chests and the max health because Coin Dragon was definitely like Crucible 20. Coin Dragon is pretty scary. You know, you've got to ask questions, and we don't exactly have the most insane setup here. A particular weakness we have is our active healing. And the speed at which we reach our final game plan can potentially take a very long time. And if we got really unlucky on the Coin Dragon, I think it could have been a very different fight. But the fact that we just had 190 HP with the subtraction reaction, as well as apparently Jack O'Lantern Morbid plus Glory Suffering is just so much faster than I... I knew it was extremely fast. I just thought that there was a chance that it would be extremely slow, and it just proved the exact opposite. And Concentrication was Yeah, not needed. The Jack-o'-lanterns kind of fill the same slot, where it's just like you can shoot Jack-o'-lantern and you can basically expect that either A, it's going to hit the refresh, or okay, no, B, with this combo, we didn't really need to care about hitting the refresh. Like a lot of the shots I was taking with my orbs, even the rum orb, I was just shooting into the void because the void just had all of the upgrades, and I just liked the big numbers in the void.